Yo, pretty sure this thing's turbocharged. Huh. Oh, look at that, it is too. What's up, guys? It's Drifts and Lifts here, and welcome back to the Drifts and Lifts Epic Volvo Drift YouTube channel. Like every video, if you haven't clicked that subscribe button, please do, because the amount of Volvo gravy that's getting poured these days is like, it's in the liters. It's 10 liters at a time. It's a lot of gravy. Yeah, so today's episode, guys, is going to be pretty sweet. We got my man Turbo Diesel Owen here.
What's up?
And he is going to be helping me, well, mostly doing most of the work because he's a really good bro. And he's a turbo diesel mechanic. So we're going to be installing the new injectors that I got for my truck here. So if you guys haven't seen my truck, if you're new to the channel, this is the Drifts and Lifts Tow Rig for say, but it's turning more into like a performance truck rather than a tow rig. Yeah, so as far as mods go on this thing, I've done a lot of work to it. We did like the steering shaft, and I lowered the rear. It's got all the typical pump mods. So this is a VE injection pump. It's got a BD fuel pin. It has a 3200 governor spring, so it revs out to 32 now. It's got the pumps all the way cranked up like you can on these VE pumps. So I also did an HX35 turbo upgrade, as we can see over here. So this is a turbo from like a second gen manual transmission Cummins. So it's a lot better than the factory turbo. This was a really nice upgrade. We're making about 33 pounds of boost with it. But these are the stock intercooled injectors. So they're not as much fuel as, like they probably max out at about 250, maybe 270 horse on like a really high end. So the next step for this truck to make some real power is bigger injectors. So if we look over here, we got from Power Driven Diesel. So thanks to those guys, we got their budget builder injector set. So these are 5x14s, VCOs, 145 degree spray angle. So that's the spray angle that the intercooled truck pistons need. So these are going to be a lot bigger than factory. These are going to spool that turbo to basically like infinite. So we're probably going to have to hook up a wastegate on it. This turbo is wastegated, so we're probably just going to hook back up the vacuum line that is on the turbo from the factory. And then we're going to run a manual boost controller, because these turbos, if you go past 45 pounds of boost, that's out of its efficiency range also. You can lose like compressor blades, and it'll actually, like, the compressor blades will go through the intake. Not a good time, not what you want. So yeah, we're going to be installing these today. We're not really going to do like a how-to video because it's just a pain, and a lot of you guys are watching this channel for Volvo stuff. So we're just going to do the work, and once we're done, this is probably going to take a while. There could be some setbacks, like the injectors getting stuck and that kind of thing. So once we're done, we are going to go for a rip in my truck and see kind of the extra power that it's given. So what do you think, Owen? Like, these injectors should hopefully bring me up to like 300 horse, something like that.
Hopefully close, if not.
Yeah, totally. That's a good, and like with a 12 valve Cummins, when we're talking 300 wheel horsepower, we're also talking like 750 to 800 foot-pounds. My good friend Kyle, if you guys saw in the other video, we didn't actually get around to like filming a proper video of his truck on the dyno, but his truck made 260 wheel horsepower and 694 foot-pounds, and his truck was on stock injectors. It had a better turbo. He's running a Borg Warner proper like SX362 turbo. So he has more turbo than me. I'm gonna have more injector. We're gonna see how it goes. So the EGTs will be pretty toasty. But you know, if you're just doing like highway pulls, like third gear, fourth gear, just for short periods of time, you can get away with it. It's when you start to tow, and like say you're towing a car up a hill and you're like a lot of throttle, your EGTs are gonna get pretty damn toasty. You're gonna want to watch out for that. But yeah, so like I'm pretty new to the whole diesel thing. Like, this is my first diesel truck, if you guys don't know. So I got my good friend Owen here, and he's a lot more knowledgeable about this stuff than I am. So yeah, Owen came 2 hours to help me do this, man. Good friends. I like good friends. Thanks, Owen.
Oh, no problem, man.
Yeah, so okay, we're gonna get to installing these, and we will see you guys once we're done there. Alright guys, my voice again is all messed up because I drank too much goddamn alcohol. Turbo Diesel Owen, how are you doing, man?
I'm doing pretty well.
Yeah, I'm doing pretty damn good. Alright guys, so we got the new injectors in the truck. This is a couple days later. We had a couple problems. We were having a problem getting the injectors bled. It was an absolute pain in the ass. There's just so much air in the system, and we like ran through like, the reason we couldn't get it done the first day and make a video was because we wasted the battery trying to crank it over, getting all the air out. Then Kyle came with 2 more batteries, but they weren't really like fully charged, so those died out super quick. And then we had to do Christmas things with our families and stuff, so that took a couple days. Finally, Owen's like, man, I'll come out and we'll get this done today. So we finally got the truck fired up. It's all bled. Everything is good. We got the new 140 horse injectors in it. Sorry for the darkness. I'll crank up the GoPro, make it a little lighter. So I'm going to try to make the rest of the video with the light that we have right now. This truck rolls a stupid amount of coal now. It's got some real good power. Me and Owen just took it for a lap around the block. So now we're going to fire it up and we're going to go for a little more spirited rip. What we noticed, we like gave it quite a bit of throttle and we were boosting down the road, and it instantly lights the tires up, so you can't really like fully load the motor up and see how much boost and power we're making. It kind of just like lights the tires up and then revs out. But we saw on the gauge, it was maxing the gauge out at 35 pounds so far, and before we were struggling to get to like 33, 34. It was pretty lean in the top end too, and now like when we're rolling, when we got full boost and shit, we're still chooching a bunch of coal. So this thing is gonna be nice and toasty. It's gonna have some good power. I can already feel, man, with the pedal, it's got some real good power. So thanks, man. Thanks, Owen, for helping me out with this.
No problem.
Yeah, Turbo Diesel Owen is the man. I wasn't like super confident with doing this thing myself, so it's good to have really nice friends that are down to work on your shit with you. So yeah, guys, we got everything hooked up. It is not running away, thankfully. We got the power screw pretty much cranked still. We had to do a couple of pump tweaks. We backed out the smoke screw, it's called, because this thing's rolling so much smoke already. You literally do not need anything on the smoke screw, and it still goes crazy. And then we actually pulled the top of the AFC cover off. Sorry about the light, guys. And then we backed out the star wheel. So that deals with pre-boost fuel. We need as little pre-boost fuel as we can right now because the injectors are giving so much. So we think we have it pretty good right now. I want to get it on a dyno and actually like do a couple runs, make some tweaks, and kind of see how much power we can get out of it. But I don't know, man. Thing's pretty angry right now. It's got some really good power. So this truck is like pretty much my dream truck at this point. So I wouldn't really want another truck. Like if someone's like, what's the best truck you could think of? I'd be like, probably want like a 2-wheel drive, 12-valve Cummins with a 5-speed manual transmission and looking gangsta, like a street truck with a locking diff, better turbo, bigger injectors. It's coming along, dude. Yeah. I'm stoked. All right, so me and Owen here are gonna go for a rip in it, and we're gonna bring you guys along. So we're gonna hit up the GoPro, and we're gonna bring the suction cup mount. We might mount it on the top of the truck so you guys can see the supreme amount of coal coming out of this thing. Unfortunately, the fuel economy is gonna be a little worse, but what can you do? The new common rail trucks, like the new Cummins, you can tune them to get like not so much coal, but because of this is a mechanical injection truck, you're kind of dealing with just dumping a bunch of fuel in it and then letting the turbo kind of do its thing. Let's do it up. All right, guys. Let's start this beast up. Take a look at how much chooch comes out of this tailpipe. Not too much.
Not bad.
Yeah, I know. Okay. We're going to let it warm up. We're going to go for a little mild cruise and then we'll get some boost flowing. So you got a truck that would walk this thing, eh?
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah. Yeah, so Owen's got a, what is it, 6 liter, what year is that thing?
It's an 03.
03, yeah. It's got a lot of mods down here, so you guys will see that on the channel one day once I end up getting out to Squamish and taking a little gander. But yeah, if you guys didn't know, this is the man who I sold Lawrence to. So you're gonna see Lawrence on the track drifting with us in the summertime, and Owen's gonna be piloting it. It's gonna be good.
Yes, sir.
So here, I'll open this up for you guys. Enough battery to get this whole cruise. But so far what I've noticed from the injectors is a lot less throttle makes a lot more smoke and makes the truck go a lot harder. So like full throttle is quite a bit now. My voice is just killing me. I got a sore throat too, so. Okay, we're operating temperature now, so let's go for a little rip. Okay, so this is third gear. RPMs a bit, we'll load up some coal.
Yeah.
This thing's good, dude.
Yeah. Thinking water this thing just spins.
Oh yeah. It makes the smoke, it makes the power. Nice. Okay, I'm gonna take the GoPro off and put it on the top of the truck. Pretty damn good. Alright guys, so there's Randy. Oh yeah, I named this truck Randy because the guy who I bought it off of, super rad guy by the way, his name was Randy. So in typical drifts and lifts fashion, you always name the vehicle after the previous owner. So Randy is fucking gnarly now. Oh, it's so good, man. That makes really good power. Before, like, I couldn't really pulling up the 7.3. Before it was like pretty hard to like light him up in fourth gear in the rain, but now it just like lights him up no problem in fourth. So it's definitely good to go. Okay guys, so I'm pretty much done with like Cummins mods for now. I'm pretty happy with the power this thing makes. So now I can get back to my Volvo lifestyle and I can keep pumping out the videos for you guys that way. Like I said, I got a lot of plans Eli, we're going to fix a lot of stuff on the brick of Eli. I am going to fix the beater just because it's pretty much a good car other than the fact that the subframe's bent, and I have a subframe in this pile of parts here. So it'd be a shame to just like scrap that car for no reason when I can fix it. Then we can do silly videos with that. We're gonna meet up with Owen here and do some Lawrence drifts pretty soon.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, that'd be sick. So you guys, you'll get to see. We actually never got to see Lawrence drifting because I never really drifted him because the clutch was slipping and that kind of thing. But Owen's gonna get that figured out and we're gonna be good to go. So that's pretty much a wrap up of the video, guys. I'm like just super stoked that this truck is like good to go, and you know, it's a pretty badass like daily now. So I'll leave you guys there for today. Make sure to, you know, make sure that Aladdin isn't coming into your house and drinking all your gravy. Make sure Oprah's not coming in drinking your gravy. And but you know, you can share some with Oprah. She really likes that stuff, so it's okay. But yeah, guys, I'll leave you there. We are coming out with stickers. I just did an order from a local business of like a big sticker order. So I'm actually going to make a site up so I can sell the stickers to you guys for a way better price than Teespring. And then I make more profit. It helps out the channel more and that kind of thing. So in the new year, they said they're going to have those ready for me. We got a Volvo Drift Gravy design coming up real soon here. Davis is just making it as we speak. So that's going to be on t-shirts and that kind of thing. And that's pretty much it, guys. So like and subscribe for inbred Cummins and Volvo babies. Peace out.